What is up, YouTube? Howie with PokemonKing.com here with another Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today we are taking on GhostGirl, who we found over Twitter. So if you want to, this is living proof of what can happen when you follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm going to ask for battles. You reply, say you want the battle, and you get it. It's just that easy. It is just that easy. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Link in the description. Also, if you want to see the other videos that I use this team in, this is 2 out of 3. It's an UU team. This is battle 2 out of 3. If you want to see the other videos plus the team building video, those links are also in the description along with my Facebook. So follow me everywhere. It's like a whole little universe, Pokemon King universe, and you want to be part of it. So get yourself involved in as much as you possibly can. Anyway, so we got GhostGirl here. With all that taken, oh, by the way, subscribe. All my subscribers, 1st and 15th of every month, we give away stuff. Namely, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire fully loaded copies on the 1st and the 15th of every month. So you got to subscribe to get in on that action. Battle start. Let's take a look at my opponent's team and my team. Change the display so we can see both of them, because I know you like looking at both of our teams. Let's take a picture. Okay, we don't have a knockoff user, so right off the bat, before I even see anything else my opponent's packing, and it is bulky. Oh my gosh, it is bulky, and I don't like it. I might, man, that's super bulky. Everything on our team is tremendously bulky, and we don't have a knockoff user, so we're going to have to work around a lot of this. Plus, we're going to be setting up a lot of trick rooms. Could be a long battle, but hunker down, because if it is, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. Again, no knockoff user, so we got a Chansey, and we got not a lot of status either. This is looking bad from the get-go. We got... It's not looking great. Anyway, we got a Chansey and a Porygon 2. We don't have fighting stabs. And let's give this a shot. This could be bad news for us, and it could be a long battle. Let's change this display back. That's what I noticed in my opponent's team right off the bat. Gosh, I love water. That's one good thing about making videos on YouTube. You drink way more water. You should drink a lot anyway. After this battle, I'm getting chicken wings, by the way. I watched Shady Penguin's Twitch today, and he was getting chicken wings at the end of his, and it got me the itch. So now I got to get some chicken wings. We got a Cofagrigus up here, and I'm tempted to set up the Stealth Rock, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump because I think I can one-hit KO from right off the bat, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna do it because I got to get rid of some stuff. We're just gonna Hydro Pump right away. I wanted to Stealth Rock. Will it take him out? It will not, but it comes down very close. It's gonna get the burn off, but that's fine. That's totally fine by me. My guess now, since we unveiled our little old Hydro Pump, is that he's gonna bring out Chansey. And foolishly, when I put this team together, I did not prepare for him. Which means, man, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with him. What am I going to do about that Chansey? That's the big question. I think what I'm going to do about him is I'm just going to have to keep Randy alive, our primary physical attacker, and really hit him like really hard with returns. Let's see what he wants to do. I'm guessing he's switching out, unless he's fine. Okay, so he's just going to switch out. He's not going to sacrifice the Frag and Gragon. Goes into the Porygon 2. Jeez, this is tricky. Just going to go for the return to see how much it does. These are typically bold and very bulky. Porygon 2 is slower than us that we see. We can 2-hit KO, which is big. Goes for the Trick Room, which is good for us, because if he switches out... Wow, are we going to take out this Porygon 2? Because if he switches out... Don't switch out, stay in, does switch out. I think we can 2-hit KO most of the stuff on his team. Goes into Shady Tree, we can't 2-hit KO. That is one thing we cannot 2-hit KO. Goes out into Shady Tree, we're not going to be able to hit it with a return. I got really excited, I really wanted to take him out. If I took 2 seconds and slowed down, I would have realized, hey, there's no way we're going to be able to take that thing out from that range. So now what do we go into, knowing that the Trevenant is out here? I'm tempted to go into the Trevenant of our own. Tempted to, but will I? Nah. I'm going to go into Burnt Toast. Going into Burnt Toast, the Choice Scarfin. Son of a gun. Goes for the leech seed. Will he? Ah, gosh. This might be a good opportunity for us, actually, because we have Trick. We have Trick, and he might go into the Chansey. Is a real possibility. He's either going into the Chansey or the Porygon 2. Either way, I think we're going to be able to trick off one of their items. So we're going to go for the Trick right away. Straight away. Please switch into Chansey. Chansey! Chansey! If it's Chansey... Oh. Okay, it's Cafragragus. It's Cafragragus. But it's okay. I think it's okay, at least. Because we're going to trick to get it back. Because we have to, at some point, we have to trick that Choice Scarf onto a Chansey. I wish I didn't give it away right there. But it is what it is. And now my opponent does know that. So we're going to trick to get it back. Because we need our Choice Scarf. Like, for the aforementioned reasons. So we're going to use Trick again. Hopefully he doesn't withdraw. Grudge? What does Grudge do? What does Grudge do? Don't grudge me. I don't like that. That's sketchy and mean and weird. I'm going to look it up. Grudge. Ghost. Non-damaging. User faints. Wait. If the user faints as a direct result, okay. I lose all the PP of a certain move is what happens. So I'm going to Volt Switch now, because forget all of that noise. Not looking for that Grudge situation to be happening. We're going to Volt Switch out, so my opponent's using a Trick Room team, and so am I. That is very, very interesting. We're just going to go out into Hive Mind, I think. I think we are. Yeah, why not? Let's go out into Hive Mind and possibly get off another Volt Switch. We could be seeing... Actually... Okay, so the Shadow Ball does come through. What I think might happen here is we're going to bait the... I don't know what's going to happen. I think we might bait the Donphan to come out. So we're just going to Volt Switch on the off chance that it does. Okay, so he's not. He's going to stay in. Probably going for the Grudge. That should take him out. It does. Get the crit! Critical hit. Mark it down. Remember it. That means we're getting ours, and hopefully it's not at a more critical point in the battle than we just witnessed. What do we go into now? I think we go into Burnt Toasty. We're going to go into our Toasty Toast. And I think what we're going to see come out is maybe the Donphan or the Porygon to set up some more Trick Room action. We are up in the battle. Man, my opponent's team is bulky. Bulk after bulk after bulk Pokemon. Goes into the Porygon 2. Traces the Levitate. Is he baiting the Trick? Because I kind of just want a Trick here. If I'm being honest, I think I want a Trick. I'm going to Trick. And we're going to take away an Eviolite, which is kind of cool. Which then we can probably Trick onto something else. Trick is going to be a good, big part of the battle, I think. So he's going to go for the Trick Room himself. And now might be a good opportunity for me to go to Overheat, because I think he might bring the Donphan in at this point. You know what? Actually, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp to try to get a burn onto something. It's just going to try attack. Is it an offensive? He's not offensive. He is offensive. He's offending me is what he's doing. But we do get the burn off. He's locked into try attack now. We know this. So clearly we're going to go into our footsteps here, the Trevenant. And if he knows what's good for him, he's going to switch too. And he would switch in. What would he switch into is the question. Doesn't have a great switch for Trevenant, actually. Doesn't affect us. He's locked into it. So that's pretty slick. Slick dog. What is he going to go into? Possibly his own Trevenant? Could be. Gonna go for a Leech Seed. Nah. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Claw just to get some damage off on whatever comes in. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull my own switch, because he's not staying in. This is a perfect chance for me to go back into Randy the Snorlax, as long as the Trick Room is up and hanging out. And I think we'll have one turn to play with. Goes for the Ice Beam. Wait, I thought we tricked a Choice Scarf onto him. Did we not? I thought we got our Choice Scarf back after the trick. We must not have. Alright, well, we got to go for the return. I don't know what's going on. I thought we tricked a Choice Scarf onto him, but we didn't. Well, the good news is, and it is good news, we get rid of the Porygon, which is one of his primary walls, at least I thought. So now, what is he going to switch into? Don Flanaman, what's up, dude? Goes into the Don Fan, and that is a clear and obvious sign that we're going back into Footsteps if I have ever seen one myself. I almost made this an offensive Trevenant, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't because the Leech Seed is not as useful to this team. Goes for the Rock Slide, which we do resist to the nth degree. Ooh, we don't take that very well at all. We're going to have to go for the Leech Seed. Do we? Or can we Trick Room? Because a Trick Room kind of sounds like fun if I'm being honest. Nah, we're going to Leech Seed. It's not time. The time is not right to go for the Leech Seed. He is going to withdraw, possibly go into his own shade. He does go into his own Shady Tree, which is annoying as it gets. So we got a Shady Tree standoff here. I almost went for the Shadow Claw, kicking myself now. Do I go for it to see how much it does is the question, or do I switch? I'm going to go for the Shadow Claw. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Will-O-Wisp. Is going to pull the double switch. So we are going to get a Shadow Claw off into something. It's going to be the Dusknoir, which is sweet because this is going to be super effective for sure. Not sure why he thought I was going to switch. I didn't really have anything that was going to enjoy switching in there. So the Dusknoir takes a lot of damage. Oh! Weakness Policy. Not bad, my friend. Not bad. What do we do now? I think the Shadow Sneak is coming, if I had a guess. This Dusknoir is slow, and he usually has it. So, knowing that, we're going to go back into Randy. We're going to go back into Randy. And see what he does. Goes for the Shadow Sneak. Does not affect us. Think he might switch now. I'm going to Pursue. Gonna Pursue, thinking he's gonna switch. Goes for the Power-Up Punch. Oh man, good move. Gonna raise his attack even further. The Weakness Policy is gonna give him another boost. So we're in some trouble if this doesn't take him out. It doesn't. What are we gonna do now? Okay, no, the Weakness Policy already went off, so he doesn't get that again. He doesn't have a stab move, and I think Power-Up Punch. I think we're gonna stay. No, we can't stay in. We can't stay in for reasons. This is actually a bad situation for us. We're going to have to lose something, and I don't know. Should it be Kingpin? We need Randy for sure. We can't sacrifice him. No way, no how. We need Burnt Toast. I'm thinking the Power-Up Punch comes again. Should we go into In Bloom? We don't have any priority on this team. Ooh, we're in trouble. We are in TROUBLE. We could go into Footsteps and sacrifice him, which I think is the best move. I do think it's the best move, so we are going to do that. We're going to go into Footsteps, and we're going to have to sacrifice him. We're just going to let the Shadow Sneak take us out. Actually, we have an opportunity to play a few mind games. We're going to Protect. Because, as I've said before, people have a tendency not to go to the same move back-to-back after you Protect. So I'm going to Protect, and hopefully he goes for the Shadow Sneak. And we're going to sacrifice him either way, but we're going to give him something to think about. Since we Protected, he might not go back to the Shadow Sneak. So we're going to Shadow Claw. He's going to Power-Up Punch. Like I said, people don't like to. For some reason, they don't like to go to back-to-back moves. He thought I was going to bring the Snorlax out because I Protected. Protect is a great move in that way. Did you see that? Did you see that? It was great. Big point in the battle right there. That was huge. That was a great move on our part. I'm sorry to my opponent. I know what he was thinking, and it was a good thought. It just so happens that I've seen that move so many times that it's given me a good insight on what people want to do when they after I Protect. So we get out of that pickle because that was becoming a bit of an issue. So now, what do we do now? I feel like we should just Shadow Claw. Will-O-Wisp, so he's going to Shadow Claw himself. And that almost takes us out. We are going to sacrifice something here just because, really, why not? It looks like it's going to be the Trevenant that gets sacrificed. Well, actually, he doesn't show the citrus berry. He probably has the lumberry with the rest and harvest. So we have to keep him honest to that. I'm not going to let him rest here. Does go for the Shadow Claw. We are going to lose the Trevenant. That's okay. Trevenant did a good job in this battle. Thank you, Footsteps, for your good amount of work that you put in. And we're going to go out into... Gosh, I want Chicken Wing so bad. I really do. Let's go out into Hive Mind and go for a Hidden Power Ice. I feel like that's a good move at this point. And we're going to bait the Blissey coming in, I think. But we can't let him rest with impunity, so we're going to Hidden Power Ice to keep him honest. I think we're going to... Okay, so he's faster than us, so forget all that. He's going to Harvest. I think we can probably 2-hit KO with the Hidden Power Ice. It will not be a 1-hit KO, I'll tell you that for sure right now. Unstabbed, low base power, do have a decent special attack. Okay, so it's not quite... That's a crit? That's a critical hit? How bulky are you, Shady Tree? He got the Harvest too, so he gets the Lumberry back. Me, oh my, oh my. We're going to go out into Kingpin. We're going into Kingpin because I think it's a good time to light off a super effective move. Man, that was so bulky though. Goes for the Leech Seed. Will he have the Protect is the next question. Because we're going to be down about half our health if he does have Protect without doing anything after the Burn and Burn and the. Well, we have to see how much his Ice Beam does, because that's the only thing this is good for at this point. Because he's down to 3 Pokemon. He's down to the Donphan, the Chansey, and the Trevenant. So Ice Beam is really the only good move I have. So we're going to go for the Ice Beam, see if the Blissey comes out. Going to be the Blissey, almost definitely. Not Blissey, Chansey. Does go out into the Chansey. We are going to Ice Beam. Chansey's going to be an issue. That's a critical hit. We get a freeze! Oh my gosh, that is so glitchy. Oh, that is so glitchy. I cannot believe how glitchy that is. I'm so sorry about that. Man, I love it though. Let's see if it matters though. Let's see how long this Chansey decides to stay frozen. It gives us a good chance to go out into Burnt Toast. Because we do have to. Man, what do we do? Let's go into Burnt Toast. Let's go into Burnt Toast and see if we can trick off the Eviolite, because that would be major. Because then we could definitely 1-hit KO with our guy, our Randy, our Snorlax. Let's go for the trick, see if we can lift his Eviolite. If he knows what's good for him, he's going to switch though. And I think he might. Because he can't have me lifting a second Eviolite off of He is going to withdraw, which was the right move on his part. Going back out into Shady Tree, which I probably should have predicted, but, you know, how was I supposed to know that? What are we going to get and what are we going to give? We had leftovers. We take the Lumberry, which is actually pretty good. And we do outspeed, I think. So we're going to overheat. Because, I mean, that should take him out, right? It should. We are faster. Will it take the Trevenant out? Big point in the battle. High base power. It does, so that's huge. Rotom H is putting in a ton of work this battle. Very impressive. Now we definitely are going to have the ability to Trick. Trick is good. Even though we don't have knockoff, Trick is a secondary way to get off Eviolites from Pokemon like Chansey and Porygon, like we have seen in this battle. The Donphan does come out now. So what do we do? I think we just go off into Hive Mind. The Earthquake is coming through. No, it's not. The Ice Shard has to come through. But he could Rapid Spin or set up his own Stealth Rocks. So I can't switch out, because if he sets up Stealth Rocks, we're screwed. We're going to stay in and just overheat to get some damage off. This is at -2, but still it should get some good damage. Probably about half of his health. Not quite half, a little bit less. Goes for the Rock Slide. That's going to take us out. If the Chansey has Wish, we're going to be in a bit of a problem. We're going to have a problem. I'm going to go off into Randy. I really need to have Randy around is the problem. I really do. Let's go. Man, this is tough. Let's go into In Bloom because we are max special attack. And we're going to try to bait the Chansey to come back out. We're going to try to bait the Chansey. I think he might try to switch now. So we're going to go off into Randy. So double switch. Will it pay off? I don't think it will. He didn't think about it very long. He's probably staying in just going for an attacking move, which is not what we want. Does just stay in and go for the Rock Slide. Good by my opponent. And, man, now we're in trouble. Now we definitely have to not bring in Randy unless we're sure. Unless we are 110% sure about what my opponent is going to do. Now we're going to switch out and go back into Florges. Hit back into In Bloom the Florges. This is just what we have to do. He stays in, which is a smart move on his part. Hopefully we can take this better than I think we can. We will be able to outspeed is the plus side. Something has to get sacrificed here. Okay, so that's possibly a 2-hit KO, but we are going to outspeed, and we do have great special attack, so we're just going to go for the straight up Moonblast. We are just going to go for the Moonblast, and hopefully it can take him out. If not, we might be in trouble. Does take out... Oh, man, it is a crit. We have been getting all the luck in this battle. I'm sorry about that opponent. I really am. It's not an ideal situation, and you did get the freeze. We did get both the crits. I don't know if you got a crit this battle, so there is that going against you. However, the Chansey comes out now. With the Natural Cure, it's no longer frozen. It is no longer frozen. We're going to have to sacrifice something off. We're going to have to... Man, he still might win this battle if I'm being honest. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Kingpin is of no use to us because there's no way this guy is going to do any damage to this Chansey. Does go for the Seismic Toss, which is going to do 50 damage. We are also going to get the burn, and we're down to 3. We are down to 3, so we just are going to go for the Hydro Pump now. He's going to go for the Seismic Toss. And he does outspeed, so this is bad news because he outspeeds the Snorlax. So I think what I got to do now... I don't even know what I got to do now. This is bad. I only have special attackers left. Let's go into In Bloom and see if we can do some damage. He probably has the Wish, Protect, maybe the Toxic as well. Let's just Moonblast to see how much it does, because that's really all I have left at this point. I know it's not going to do very much. Hardly does anything. Goes for the Toxic. Goes for the Toxic. And I think we might just forfeit here because I think what this battle came down to for us is we had to lift the Eviolite off the Chansey, and we did not do that. And at this point, my opponent basically is just going to be able to Toxic Stall our team to death. Yes, we can survive and possibly PP stall him, so know that we might have had a chance to win. We'll go out into Randy. Nah, we'll just... Okay, what we're going to try to do is pass a Wish off onto Randy, because that's our only option. Just on the off chance that my opponent messes up, which I don't think he will. If my opponent does mess up and not go for the Seismic Toss here, then we might get an opportunity to see how much a return does. But there's no way he's going to let us pass the Wish off onto our Randy. And we're not going to get him low enough to bait him into a soft-boiled. So we're just going to see if we can get this Wish passed off. The Seismic Toss is going to take us out because we are down to 47 hit points. So if the Seismic Toss comes through, we are... Oh, he goes for the soft-boiled! My opponent's soft-boiled. We got the Wish off, guys. We just got a new lease on life. I think we have a chance to win this battle now. Because, wow, it's a 3-hit KO. Okay, so we can Choice Band return now. He is going to Toxic. He is going to Toxic, and we do have Thick Fat, so that is going to matter. To a degree. We can get the return off. Will it be a 2-hit KO? It is a 2-hit KO, so we might win this battle. We might win this battle. He does have, however, the soft-boiled. So he's going to have to soft-boiled. Okay, so what do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do now? We know it's a 2-hit KO. It's exactly a 2-hit KO. So, yeah. The Toxic is going to really whittle us down is the issue that I'm experiencing right now. And he's going to be able to... I can't... Okay, so we have to go back into Florges. No. Jeez. We are just going to return. We're going to keep returning to. We're going to make sure he gets down as low as possible. And if we're lucky, we'll get him low enough where we can KO with the Florges. Maybe we can get another crit. I don't know. It's a possibility. The problem is the Seismic Toss. The threat of the Seismic Toss is a problem. Odds are the Seismic Toss comes through now. Odds are it comes through now. Is going to Seismic Toss. Okay. So what is our best chance to win? What is our highest base power attack? I think it's the Moonblast, sadly. And that's not going to do enough. So we did our best. But our best, as they say, is not good enough. It's not going to be good enough. So we have to go out into Bloom. And at this point, it looks like the battle is lost. So I think I'm going to forfeit. If he goes for another soft-boiled, we are just going to give up. Because I don't even think this is going to 2-hit KO from where his health is. Because Chansey's special defense is just too high. Is going to soft-boiled. So at this point, he can just Toxic Stall us. We could work on a PP stall, but I mean, even then, our chances are pretty low, and that would take forever. So good job to my opponent. Thank you so much for the battle. I appreciate it. I am going to forfeit now. Let me find your name again. Again, Ghostly Shadow on Twitter, GhostGirl in the game. Very good job. We are going to forfeit and give you the match. Not give. You did earn it. The Chansey, great job with the Chansey. I love Chansey on my team. I hate it on every other team, if I'm being honest. But there you go. So know that you should have Trick or Knockoff on your team, at least one. Because if you're dealing with like a Chansey or a Porygon, we were lucky enough to break through the Porygon and almost the Chansey. But like I said at the beginning of the battle, it was just too much to overcome. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you like my videos for a chance to win awesome prizes the 1st and 15th of every month. Please follow me on Twitter. That's where I find all my battles. Link is in the description. Check out the team building video as well. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Have a good day. All that jazz. Until next time, I'm out.